Hello and good morning. I literally just finished my last vlog, but I was having so much fun that I decided I would keep it going. And what better thing to do than to just do my end of summer reading vlog. There is basically a week left until, there is a week left until Labor Day. Labor Day is like 8 days from now because today's Sunday and Labor Day is always the first Monday of September. And so I'm trying to finish as many summery books from my August TBR as possible before summer ends. I can't believe that the summer passed so quickly. I really enjoyed it, even though we had a lot of humid, rainy days, which is not the most typical for New Jersey. We were known for having like good heat with mild humidity, but it leaned towards the oh my god, why can't I speak? The drier side of things. These last few weeks, we've been having really nice days. All this week and last week were, like, I would say, like the normal New Jersey, where it was a lot more dry. It wasn't so humid. It was sunny, and you definitely could get burnt because the summer is pretty strong. I went to the beach yesterday, and I am really freckly. I don't even know if you could notice it through the video, but I am. And so I'm going to take you along with me as I read. If you followed my last vlog, I did mention I am reading Breakfast and Breakup. I'm about 70% through at this point. I couldn't finish it in the last vlog because I've been in a reading slump, so it's taking me a long time to just read anything. I finished one book in the last vlog, and that was nice. In this one, we'll see how much reading I get done, but I'll take you along with me. Bye. And I wasn't going to vlog anything because, like, you've seen my morning routine 50 bajillion times, like the eggs and the toast and the matcha, but I made a tall matcha today. I got one of these mason jars and I was like, you know what? I'm really tired. What if I just made 2 matchas in one? So I did. I put 2 matchas in here. So I literally just made 2 sets. I don't want to double up on dosages and mess up. So I did actually make a matcha, pour it in, make another matcha shot, put it in, and then I just filled the rest with milk. It tastes so good. So good. I think I explained this to you in my last vlog, but I actually made my own homemade vanilla syrup, and I thought it was going to be so complicated, but it really wasn't. It was literally vanilla bean paste with sugar and water, and you just boil it until it becomes like the perfect consistency, and it's all like blended together, and then you just pour it. So I poured it inside of this old Torani syrup canister. I think I'm going to remove the label and like just label it as vanilla syrup. But I think I'm going to do that with a whole bunch of other syrups because I also got the peanut butter cookie like cream. And I think if I also boil it, and I don't know how I would mix it, but mix it with something, it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to try that soon. Anyways, I'm going to make some breakfast and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Me and my sister made a quick pit stop. We're gonna go and pick up her dog, and then I'm going home. It's so nice outside today. It's the final week of August, which is kind of crazy. I finally finished Bed and Breakup during my lunch break today, and I do have thoughts. I do feel like the book had so much potential to hit that 4-star rating, and yet somehow I feel like the book was rushed. We were at the 87% mark, and they're both like, we don't want to be together. We want to separate after this, like, inn is repaired. The 90% mark, they're still like, okay, let's go get a divorce. Let's do this. 95%, maybe even later than that, they're like, oh, I actually want to see where this goes between us. There's only 5% left. And I think we had like 2 more pages of them being like happily ever after, and then it's over. It was like, it had the potential to be so much better. I kind of just wish that they admitted to each other how they were feeling sooner. Or like, instead of being in denial and being like, no, we're happy with the way things are, I'm just going to take like what I can get instead of... Anyways, I did start another arc on my Kindle. So I am going to read One Golden Summer as my paperback. But my non-paperback book is called Lemonade Love. I don't remember who it's by. I don't know if I'm going to be able to access it from my phone right now because I was reading it on like the desktop Kindle mode. And so I did have some thoughts so far. The first like 6-7%, I was reading it and I was going to DNF so quickly. I just felt like something was written in a way where it gave me like Wattpad vibes. I'm about 15% in. We're finally figuring out that it is a dual POV, and I feel like the story's finally moving along. But I will say, I already know that this is going to be like a 3.25 to maybe a 3.5. It could be even lower type of rating in terms of the style of the writing, the way that the format is, like the writing style. Just, I already could tell it's not going to be super highly rated. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because like I said, I thought it was going to be a DNF. But we'll see how I feel afterwards. I am only about 15% through, and I feel like I got through it really quickly, considering I think I was reading it. I mean, to be fair, I was like grazing instead of like slowly really absorbing everything. There is not that much description or detail as far as I know as of now. It's much more dialogue based, which goes way quicker than like a book that has a lot more description and metaphors and all the other emotional things that go into writing. So I guess it's a fluff piece. The cover is so beautiful though. I'm going to show it to you somewhere around here. I really love the cover, which is what enticed me to ask for a copy of this arc. But I'm sad to say that I feel like it's not going to be great. I'm really excited for One Golden Summer though, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, that is my update for now. I will see you when I get home. So it is almost 11 o'clock. I wasn't planning on doing an update because I was watching the Love Island reunion and it just ran really late. But I did want to talk a little bit because I was reading Love Lemonade this afternoon once I got home from work, and I actually got really far. I'm about 40% done in a day. It's really quick. Like I said, it's a lot of dialogue, so it's not so much like long description. It is exactly what I expected it to be. Light and fluffy. I don't really like the female main character. Okay, that's not true. I don't care about her. Like, she's fine. But my issue with her is that she's randomly like, I don't want to say violent because it sounds dramatic, but like, do you know when you are remember, okay, Brady, let's reset this. Remember in 2010 or in the early 2000s, there was like rom-coms, and when the girl didn't get her way, she would like stomp on a guy's foot and then like walk away, and that would be the end of it. Well, our character does this, but it doesn't come across as like, haha, that's such an early 2000s like thing to do. It just comes across as like, why are you so reactive to like an extreme? Like, I don't know, because technically she started it, so it's kind of like she met this guy and he was kind of grouchy, but she was rude. Like, she was like cursing him out on everything, and kind of started the whole like being rude thing because she was cursing him out. And so then after she curses him out, like they keep running into each other and all these things, and she starts off being rude, and then I bet he just like banters back with the same energy that she gives, and so it comes across as like, I guess, him matching her energy. But for the most part, she starts it, and then she's the one who gets frustrated, and like she stomped on his foot, she's kicked his shin, and it doesn't come across as like that cute thing. Like, I don't know why that even bothers me, but I feel like it's just something to know. I don't know how old these characters are either. Like, she's a wedding planner, so she should be in her 20s. But yeah, I don't know. I did mention before how I thought, let me turn off my phone. My friend's group chat is going crazy because, again, it was the Love Island finale, so people have many, many thoughts. I'm sorry about that. I don't think I'm going to DNF it just because I'm already 41% through and it feels nice to just read 2 arcs. It just is a shame because I feel like this is going to be like a standard. Like I said, I think I said this before, like a 3-star, a 3.25 star. I'm going to read like another chapter or 2 and then just head to bed because I do have a half day at work. So I leave around like noon, 1 o'clock-ish. So I will see you tomorrow, guys. Good night. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I just got home from work. I am currently going to break down my cardboard boxes. We do cardboards every other week in where we live, and so it's cardboard week, and I'm pretty proud because I actually didn't order that much this week. To be fair, I I'm trying to spend less money on essentials, but I say that and then I bought myself 2 pair of sneakers for the fall and jackets and everything. Like, not that much stuff, but it was definitely enough. I bought a pair of Sambas. I'm a Samba girl now. I got them in the cream with black design. Maybe I'll show them to you later. And then I got a pair of Especiales, which are basically like a chunkier version of a Samba. But I got it in the brown suede cup, which I'm very excited about. Today, I say I'm not trying to buy things, but I literally finally bought. So I bought a whole bunch of pictures, like memories of friends and just pictures that I really like over like the last year. And I printed them out because I think in my office, the wall that touches the 2 windows, there's a space in between. And I'm like, what am I going to do there? I think I'm going to put 2 bookish prints in the middle and then surround it by like personal photos that I could just interchange. So I got some 5x7s and some 4x6s, and I'm going to try to make some sort of collage wall on there with like my like family prints, because I like hanging up pictures of like my friends and family, but I don't like having it in like the general area, mainly because like those pictures are for me, they're not for anyone else. And so the bookish prints I got from Books with Jess. She's an Australian like small bookseller where she sells book merch. And so she made a 7-year slip digital print and a Happy Place quote, which obviously I talk about this all the time. I love Happy Place, and I also really enjoyed the 7-year slip. And one of them is about friendship from Happy Place, and the other one is about basically the magic that reading books or books in general have, and it's just so nice. I'm really excited. I actually ordered them through, I didn't know Amazon has like an ordering system. They are teamed up with like Shutterfly. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get 45% off. And then you get free shipping if you order, I think it's over $35. So the prints, I got them in a thick cardstock. And I reprinted them also for my friends. So I got 4 cardstock bits. I got a print for the bathroom that I'm going, like I have the digital again. So I just needed to print it. And it's a picture of my dog wearing like a bath towel on his head, and it's so cute. I got it done through Etsy, so I'm just so excited to like actually have like artwork in our bathroom. And then I also got a whole, like I said, all the family prints, like all the friend prints. I'm really trying to commit to like buying art or wall art because our walls are so bare, and I know there's certain things I want to do. Like I want to buy a circle mirror for the entryway. And I just need to go to like Marshall's or Home Goods and see what I find, because I want a wooden one. It could be black, but I think because I'm like, as I was saying, our house is so neutral because again, like I feel like it was our first place together, and I was trying to like make sure everything was cohesive. And now that everything is neutral and working, I kind of want to add some color back into our space. And so, but I'm trying to figure out like what I want to commit to, what kind of style I want, because again, our space is very neutral. So technically anything could work. I really like gold elements. I really like earthy tones. So maybe I'm going to lean towards green, which is like so millennial of me, but like I really enjoy green. I feel like it has a calming presence and it's a color, but it doesn't give loud. So we'll see what we do. I think I'm going to go to like West Elm and get maybe like some inspiration, or Anthropologie and get inspiration, and then I'll come home and see what I find. Because I would love to have, there's this girl, total side note, for my office there's this girl, her name is Olga Curry. I don't know from what country she's from, but she does these really beautiful watercolor bookish paintings. And years ago she had a Throne of Glass one, and I didn't have the money to spend like, I think it was like $350, and it was the original artwork, so it was super cool. And obviously someone bought it, so it's not available anymore. So I'm just waiting for the next like really big book that I really love so I could buy it from her, because I would love to have some real artwork. Because like a lot of this stuff is like digital prints that I'm printing out, and then I'm just going to put them in a frame. So I would love to have something with like texture. Maybe that's what I'll do. Like for the living room, it doesn't even, I mean, I would like to have color, but if it doesn't, it has to be textured of some sort, so it feels, I don't know, I'm trying to make this place look more cozy and comforting. Like luckily I do have a lot of wood tones, which I like. And like I said, I have the gold elements, which again gives me like lived in, but I feel like it's a major work in progress, and it's kind of like, that's the place, we've been living together for 3 years now. 3.5 years, and we haven't gotten any wall art, like, at all. I did make myself like a cafe menu one, which I might hang over here on this wall because that's where I have like my tea station and stuff. And it was fun because I have like fall cocktails and fall like drinks that I really liked. And so I'm gonna hang it up there. And I wanted to do other seasonal ones, like a winter one, because there are drinks that I make at different times of the year. Like in the summer, I really like doing like strawberry matchas, and I really like, you know, a whole bunch of other things. Maybe for the winter, I'll do like a cookie butter coffee. So I needed to get into that. It's just like, you know, time consuming, and it takes a lot of creativity, and for it to be good enough for me to be like, okay, I can hang this up, it's not a big deal. That doesn't always happen. Anyways, so I think those are the homish like purchases I'm trying to make very soon. Like lots of like wall art, and just add color to the space and personality to make it feel more like me. I feel like painting my room helped because I feel like it feels very me without having any wall art. But I also want to do wall art there too. I also feel like there's less pressure to do the wall art in my space because, like, if it's not, if I hate it, I could just take it out and I don't feel that bad because at least it was for my space. But, and they're also, like I said, I bought smaller friend prints that I think I'm just going to put them in frames and, like, make it work. I think I'm going to do, I don't know what color I want the frames to be because my options are black, neutral, or gold. And I could do any of those. Or I could do a mix mash. Maybe I'll do, like, a fake Canva, like page so I could kind of get an idea, or maybe I'll look at things up on Pinterest and see, because I just don't want it to look stupid. And then I already bought one piece of artwork that I want to put on the opposite wall of the wall that when you walk in. But that wall I think is going to be just like artwork. I don't think it's going to be like friend prints. I think the friend prints are going to be in the back. But maybe that's going to be too busy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just a mess. Basically made a chicken salad sandwich, or I'm going to make a chicken salad sandwich with the chicken thighs I made yesterday. It does not look great, but it tastes so beyond good, like so good. I should sit up. So I'm at 50% into lemonade love, and I have thoughts. I feel like the slow burn isn't slow burning well. Like, I feel like they were trying to be like an enemies to lovers, or enemies to friends to lovers. But I feel like the enemies was fake, and this weird slow burn area that they're kind of in, where she's like, I'm craving his smile. I don't really like it. I don't at all, actually. I feel like it just feels weird and kind of out of nowhere, because I feel like they haven't shown us that they're even getting to know each other, so I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's also very predictable, so I'm gonna finish it. It's going fast, but I don't think I already know. I don't think it's for me. So I got to the 50% mark, and I have thoughts. It's kind of sad because the guy keeps doing really cute things, and instead of me being like, wow, I really love him, I'm like, I feel nothing. I really don't. It kind of sucks a little bit because I kind of wish that I was just connecting more with these characters.
I think I'm at like the 50-something% mark now. So not that much further since the last update. But I also feel like the pacing is so weird. So like, she was like, yesterday my watch broke. And like, she was like super upset about it because this was like her dad's watch. Her dad had passed. And literally in the same chapter, she was telling him the importance of the watch. So like, her watch broke the day beforehand. And then the day afterwards, she was just thinking about her watch being broken. And she was really upset. So then afterwards, she was having a conversation explaining the importance of this watch. So this is a day later. And somehow magically, he's like, I'm going to drive you home. And he had fixed her watch. Like, girl, how did you not realize that he had taken the watch and repaired it? Girl, how did that happen in 24 hours? Why did he do that when, like, you just started getting close? Which, okay, you already know that he's known, like, you could tell he's been down bad for a while. But, like, there's so many issues and I'm just not loving it. I'm just not. So I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to do some dishes and then maybe make a snack. Like a healthier snack, though, not just, like, chips and snack. Or maybe I just start getting dinner ready. It's 5:30, so maybe I could just have dinner. And if I'm hungry later, then I could do a more filling snack. Hello and happy Wednesday. I'm on my lunch break right now, but I did want to say I finished Lemonade Love, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was cheesy, unpredictable. I feel like I didn't really care for the characters. I feel like the growth was kind of weird in terms of pacing. I also felt like it was weird because I feel like they grew these huge feelings and it didn't really make sense to me or add up to me. Like the fact that they were yearning for each other for 5 years after like not even 5 whole days of hanging out with each other. Like note passing, like maybe they passed 2 notes to each other over the course of 5 days. So it's like maybe between 10 notes between the two of them. they fell in love, ? And I don't know. I just didn't believe their love, and that's like a little frustrating. Also, side note, I was watching Degrassi last night. I'm on season 4 now, and I wasn't even paying attention, but I peeled off the gel for these 4 nails, and I was like, oh no, like I can't just have my gel off for 4 nails. So I painted them with regular polish, and it doesn't exactly match. So see, like, look. But like when you're not paying attention, see, like right here, you would never know that they're 2 totally different colors. But what am I gonna do? I probably will just end up removing the rest of them and just doing this polish on all the nails. Tomorrow, I'm so excited because my Google Pixel comes. I am finally switching to Pixel or Android, any Android, for the first time in like 15 years. So it's kind of crazy because I've been with iPhone for over 15 years, and that's like, I just never would have fathomed leaving. I always thought that, at least when I first got my iPhone, I thought that they were so innovative in the way that they do certain things. But now with RCS messaging and just like the open concept of allowing so many different developers to create these really cool apps for Android, and like I said, RCS is a big one, I'm just not excited for iPhone anymore. Like the biggest exciting thing that they did last time was to add USB-C, which they should have done a while ago, and just like accepted the fact that everyone else is doing it and they should do it too, because now it's so convenient because all of my devices all use a USB-C, so I could just travel and they all use the same cord. But I'm over it. Next up on the docket, I'm reading One Golden Summer, so I'm gonna eat lunch and just start this and see. I have high hopes for this one, which is kind of nerve-wracking when I go into it with really high expectations, because I feel like the higher the expectations are, the more likely you are to be disappointed if it doesn't reach those expectations. When you go into it with low expectations, I feel it's a lot easier to feel impressed with it being better than you thought it was going to be. But yeah, so this is where I'll be. So I've been reading for a bit. I'm about 30 pages in and I'm already in love with it. I think this book is so good, especially after reading Every Summer After, because that book was, I think, one of my favorites. This one is going to be either first or tied for first. So my lunch break's over and so I have to go back to work, but I'm so excited to keep reading this.
Hello. It has been quite a few days since I've last posted. I've had a busy weekend. I think I posted literally almost a week ago. I was planning on recording my whole Labor Day weekend, but I didn't end up doing that, so I'm back at work. It is Monday. The biggest news is that I got a new phone. I switched from iPhone to Pixel, and it has been quite a journey. So I received the phone last Wednesday, and it was way earlier than I expected, so I got it. It's basically been a week, and it's taken some getting used to, but it has been so fun, and I have a lot of thoughts and opinions. I will tell you about them later. I did finish One Golden Summer, and oh my god, it is the best book I read this summer for sure in terms of romance, 100%. It gave me everything I wanted and more. I think I'm out of the book slump. I think I am. Right now I'm reading Look Closer by David Ellis because my book club is doing a book club meeting, like that's our book for the month, and he is joining us virtually, which is super cool. I'm very excited for that. So our book club meeting's next week, and so I have a week to finish this book. It is a lot longer than I expected, but so far I really like it. It's giving me like Joe Goldberg vibes, so that has been fun. I haven't read that much because I've had actually a kind of busy weekend, but I'm not in a book slump. Like, I'm actually enjoying the books and getting through them, and that's been really nice. So later I'll give you some thoughts on the Pixel because it's kind of crazy to switch operating systems after it hasn't been 15 years, but maybe like 12 or 13 years since I've switched. So I'll give you my thoughts later, my guys. Back. It has been many days of me just doing the same thing, reading a little bit, making my coffee, coming to work, and rewind again. I actually haven't read that much. I'm about 70 pages into the book, and I don't know. I really have not recorded. I have not been reading that much. I am about 70 pages into Look Closer. It is really good. This thriller is giving me the perfect autumn vibes. It is a murder that takes place during Halloween. The characters, so as far as that I've known, it's dual POV. One that follows the murderer and one that follows a different character. Now, the murderer, the story starts off where like he murders the victim and then it goes back in time, I guess, to, they tell you why, but they go back in time. So it's basically you're going back and forth into two places. Actually, it does three perspectives. It does the investigator after the crime, the main character before the crime, and another character who I'm not going to mention for, just so you can enjoy it. And it's really good. I like that the chapters are pretty short. They're like less than 10 pages every time. I like that the characters are so interesting. Like the main character in this is giving me Joe Goldberg from You, 100%, like these stalker, psychotic vibes. And the way that he tries to validate his decisions is just like crazy to me. It's so good. So I'm just gonna read for a little bit while I have my Greek yogurt little fruit bowl here. And yeah, that's where I'll be for the foreseeable future. I've been awake since 4:45, so I'm very exhausted. I'm at work, making my cup of coffee, and I feel like I really haven't spoken to the camera in a while. I feel like I've been showing the routine of what I've just been doing, making a cup of coffee, going to work, doing my work, reading during my lunch break, coming home and not really reading. I've been really busy in my personal life. Like, my weekend was just super crazy. I was really busy. I will say they opened a new library locally, a new independent library, and it was so exciting. So I didn't go to the opening, but I went the next day. They were completely sold out, which is great news. I hope they continue their success. Then yesterday, I had to binge read Look Closer. I was about like 50% through, but that's literally yesterday I had the book club, so I was 50% through and I was like, oh, I need to listen to the audiobook and read and just zoom through it. So I didn't really record that much, but I did finish it. It's really good. I'm definitely would add it to my all-time favorite thrillers. I think it was like super windy and lots of layers, and I just really enjoyed it. I definitely would put it in all-time favorite thrillers 100%. I really enjoyed it. I think that right now I'm starting, I did. So last night I did actually get some reading done, which is really nice, but I went to bed so early. I think I read like 2 or 3 chapters and went to sleep. I was so over it. Let me just place you down instead of holding you. It's not really necessary. There's a stand right here for me. Why not use it, right? That's better. Okay, let's put me down a little bit. Okay, that's great. So I'm reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Not only is it a 20 and 25, but it's getting really chilly in the morning. It's like 50 degrees in the morning, and it does get hot in the afternoon. It's like between like 70 and 80 still, so you have to remove your sweater later on. But for the most part in the morning, I don't have to do that. So I've been wearing sweaters to work. It's been so nice. I started Powerless. I'm trying to think of what I read throughout this vlog because, again, it's kind of been all over the place. I don't know if you're ever even going to see this because I just feel like it's very sporadic and disorganized. It was supposed to start off as being what I read before summer ends. And I know I was starting One Golden Summer. I finished One Golden Summer. I really loved it. And then I started Let's Make a Scene. I also really enjoyed that one. I think I rated it 3.75 stars. Then I started binging Look Closer, and I finished Look Closer. I would rate that like a 4.5, even a 4.75. Like, sitting on it now, I probably would rate it probably a little higher, like thinking about all the layers and how it took me for like a roller coaster ride. It was so crazy. And now I'm at Powerless. I don't know where I'm going to end this. I think I'm probably just going to end this here because it's fall time. The summer feels for me is over. Like, while we have some warm weather, the moment that it starts getting really cold in the morning, that you need to put on a sweater, it is time. So I think I'm gonna end this here, and maybe I'll restart one immediately because I kind of love having like these run-on reading vlogs where I share certain things and don't share certain things. And so yeah, thank you for watching if you did watch this, if I did post this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.